Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite day of the month, payday. For most of us, our paycheck is the most important part of our financial lives, but most of us let our income slip away to who knows where without even a second thought. So how can you make sure you're getting the most value out of every dollar you make? Well, that's exactly what I want to talk about in this video. The steps you need to be taking right away each time you get paid. If you're following these for each paycheck, you'll automatically be improving your finances and growing your net worth every time you get paid. And as you should be. It's your money, so you might as well be making the most of it. So let's talk about how to do just that. The first step to take when you get paid is matching employer contributions. Now, this should be your first priority because it's just taking the free money that your employer is offering you. Most companies offer programs that match your contributions into an investment account up to a certain amount. So set up those automatic contributions. Your employer will probably have a program available that you can just sign up for, and they'll be taken off your paycheck each time you get paid. You'll not only be easily saving your money and investing it automatically, but you're immediately doubling your money too. So it's a great use of your money and you don't want to miss out on that. The second step you should be taking each time you get paid is contributing to a tax-advantaged investment account. Now in Canada, where I live, that would be the TFSA, the tax-free savings account. In America, it's called a Roth IRA. I'm sure there's equivalents in Europe or wherever you live. Now these are just special accounts that allow you to invest, and any gains or dividends that you make in that account will be tax-free. It's amazing, but the catch is that you're only allowed to put a certain amount in each year. So make sure you're adding enough with each paycheck to ideally fill the contribution limit each year, or just an amount that you're able to add each month. Maybe it's $100 each paycheck or $200 each paycheck. But it's really important to start using these early because that tax-free investment can grow really, really high. And then when you finally want it for retirement or for a big savings goal, you can sell it all and have no tax to pay. So definitely worth it, definitely worth getting started early. Step number 3 is to fill your emergency fund if necessary. It's absolutely critical to have a well-stocked emergency fund at all times. A good rule of thumb is to have about 3 months of expenses saved up. So if you don't have that much set aside yet, or if you recently had to use them for an emergency, which is what it's there for, it's a top priority to refill that right away. So you should be taking your money before anything else and putting that into your emergency fund so that you have that ready in case of an emergency. You don't want to be caught out. Step 4 is to pay off your credit card. Now this comes in 2 forms. First, for me personally, I just put all my purchases, all my bills on my credit card to get the cash back and have an extra layer of protection. So paying this off is paying all my expenses for the past 2 weeks or for the month. Now, the other side of this is if you have a high credit card bill and you're trying to pay down that debt, it's also the most important thing to do because credit card interest rates are insanely high, and if left unpaid, they will easily spiral and add up and cost you way, way more than you actually spend. So you want to stop this right at the root by paying your credit card off in full every month. That should be your first step once you're actually starting to spend your money after the tax advantage and the special contributions. It might take you a couple months of paying towards it and paying it down till it gets to 0, but that's your number 1 priority. Step 5 is to pay down any bad debt you might have. Now that you paid off your credit card and thus your mandatory expenses for the month, it's time to start putting your extra money to work on any other bad debt you might have. That's any debt with really high interest rates that's not for an asset, like a house or maybe your car. This is things like furniture, luxury products, technology that you're on a payment plan for. So it's better to pay this debt down early rather than saving your money separately before you pay it down, because the interest rates are really high and they're going to add up and cost you a lot of money over time and make you pay way more for these products than they actually cost. So you want to pay it down early before you add up too much unnecessary interest. That's money you could be saving in the future rather than paying to some interest financing company. Step 6 is to move money to your savings automatically. So now that we've covered our expenses and paid down any bad debt, it's time to start saving the surplus money we make each month. Any money left over after all the previous steps can just safely go straight into your high interest savings account. This is a dedicated savings account that you're not planning to spend until you want to use it for something you've been saving towards, and it needs to pay a higher interest rate, not those 0.1% that most banks offer, maybe 2.5%, 3%, 4% ideally. So you're making a bit of money. It's best to just move it over immediately and automatically as soon as your paycheck comes in so that you're not tempted to spend it just because it's there. Step 7 is to invest more. If you find that your savings are starting to get really large and you don't have anything in particular that you're saving towards anytime soon, like a house down payment or buying a used car in cash, then it's a great opportunity to put that money to work for you by investing. Just open a regular old investment account, no special tax advantage, we already covered that, and use a company offering 0 commission trading. You don't want to be paying fees just to buy stocks. We've moved past that nowadays, and start investing. I highly, highly recommend starting with index fund ETFs. They just track the market, they're dead simple, and they're the most reliable, safe, and low-cost investment you can get. And best of all, they're really easy to buy. You just buy one fund and you're done. Alternatively, if you want something even simpler, you can use a robot advisor like Wealthsimple in Canada does a great job of this and have all the hard work done for you. You just put your extra savings in and it'll automatically put it in a pretty well optimized portfolio without you having to think at all, and your money will just grow each month without any thought from you. So definitely recommend checking that out. If you feel overwhelmed by the investing process or anything like that, check out robo-advisors. The last step I have for you, it's not really a step that you're going to be taking with your money. It's just take stock of your finances. So take a quick look over your financial situation and just see where you're at. Are you increasing your net worth with each paycheck? Are you taking on more debt each month because you're spending more than you make? Which step are you currently on? Are you paying down bad debt? Are you just trying to save an emergency fund? Having a general idea of where you're at financially is really important because it shows you which direction you're heading and how fast you're going there. If you're heading into debt, if you're starting to grow your net worth, and it's best to actually know these things and be working towards a goal rather than have no idea what's going on and not making any progress towards what you actually want. So those are the fundamental steps you should be taking each time you get paid. If you follow this basic outline with each paycheck, you'll immediately be putting yourself on the right path and start making consistent progress towards a strong, stable financial future. By following these steps, you'll be saving for retirement, have a strong emergency fund, pay down your debt, and be saving and investing even more to meet your goals and maybe even retire early. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something and I hope you apply these steps next time you get paid. Do you have any specific steps that you take with each paycheck? Let me know in the comments. And if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more personal finance tips in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.